Hey guys, welcome back to Mr. Fandom Lore. Today, we're talking about Marvel 1943, Rise of Hydra, and why one of Marvel's most anticipated games has been delayed several times. Originally planned for 2025, the game is now expected to launch no earlier than 2027. So, what exactly happened? Let's break it down. Marvel 1943 Rise of Hydra was officially revealed in 2024 and immediately caught fans' attention. Developed by Skydance New Media under Amy Hennig, the creator behind the Uncharted series, the game tells the story of Steve Rogers and Azuri, the grandfather of T'Challa, as they joined forces during World War II to fight Hydra. The concept alone made it one of the most exciting upcoming Marvel games. Not only would players get to control Captain America during World War II, but they would also experience an earlier version of Black Panther and see how their stories intersect. Originally, the game was targeting a 2025 release, but as development continued, Skydance announced its first delay, pushing the game into early 2026. At the time, the explanation was fairly simple. The team wanted more time to polish the experience and make sure the game met expectations. However, that wasn't the end of it. Later, another delay was announced, and this time, no specific release date was provided. Then, by mid-2026, it became clear that Marvel 1943 wouldn't be arriving in 2026 either, with the game now targeting 2027 at the earliest. Naturally, some fans started wondering if something had gone wrong behind the scenes. But according to Skydance executives, the answer isn't necessarily a troubled development cycle. The reality is that Skydance New Media is still a relatively young studio. Unlike established developers that have spent decades building teams and technology, Skydance was essentially created from scratch, and unfortunately, much of that happened during the COVID era. That meant the studio wasn't just making a game, they were also building the team, developing their tools, creating pipelines, and figuring out how to operate efficiently at the same time. In other words, they were trying to build the plane while flying it. Looking back, many people believe the original release target was simply too ambitious. Making a AAA game is already difficult, but building an entirely new studio while doing it makes things even more complicated. Another important factor is the size of the team. Compared to giants like Rockstar, Naughty Dog, or Insomniac, Skydance is still relatively small. And according to the people involved, they're intentionally avoiding an unhealthy crunch culture. Instead of forcing developers to rush the game, the studio has chosen a slower and more sustainable approach. Amy Hennig herself has built a reputation around delivering cinematic experiences with strong storytelling, and it seems quality remains the top priority. Basically, the team wants more time to make sure the game reaches the standard they have in mind. And honestly, that approach has received mixed reactions from fans. Some people are completely fine with the delays. The most common response online is simple: better delayed than rushed. After seeing several high-profile games launch with bugs and unfinished features in recent years, many players would rather wait longer for a polished experience. Others, however, are becoming impatient. After multiple delays, some fans have started worrying that there could be bigger issues happening behind the scenes. Whenever a game keeps getting pushed back, speculation naturally begins. But according to Skydance executives, the project is still very much alive. They've stated that the game is playable and remains in active development. In other words, this isn't a cancellation situation. The developers simply want more time. And considering the amount of expectations surrounding the project, that's understandable. After all, this isn't just another Marvel game. It's Amy Hennig's return to big-budget storytelling. It's a World War II adventure featuring Captain America. It's the first time many fans will get to play as Azuri, the Black Panther before T'Challa. And with Unreal Engine 5 powering the game, expectations for visuals and cinematic presentation are incredibly high. So while the wait has definitely become longer than anyone expected, Skydance appears to believe that taking extra time now is better than releasing something unfinished. At the end of the day, delaying a game is disappointing, but releasing a game before it's ready can damage a franchise for years. And that's probably why Skydance keeps choosing to delay rather than rush. For now, all we can do is wait and hope that Marvel 1943 Rise of Hydra delivers on the massive potential fans saw when it was first announced. That's why Marvel 1943 Rise of Hydra has been delayed multiple times and is now targeting a release sometime in 2027. But what do you think?
Is the wait worth it if it means getting a better game? Or should the studio have stuck closer to its original schedule? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. And if you enjoyed this breakdown, don't forget to leave a like, subscribe to Mr. Fandom Lore, and turn on notifications so you never miss future gaming news, Marvel updates, and industry discussions. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.